Hi, today I'm going to show you how to develop a employee management system in a Java Enterprise web application. So as you can see, this is my web page that I created for my Java EE assignment. So this is an employee management system. This is the login page of the system. So I developed this code in my Intel IJ editor. So these are all my JSP files. So the login page is actually so this is the login page of the application, which is typed in JSP and with CSS as an inline style I have given. So this so there is a form here which is this login form. On pressing the submit button will take you to this people user login, which is our servlet, which I have given annotation the URL pattern as the people user login, which will read on clicking the submit will transfer the control to this servlet container, and this will process the inputs given into the form and check with the database connection, the username and password I have given here. So it will take upon the user all the credential details and check it with the database, and if the user exists with the database, it will transfer the control to the next page by validating you with the database. If it doesn't matches, then it will return you with the error page. So let's log in, as I have already created one user login. So let's try to log in. So as you can see, on clicking the submit button, it is going to that, it is transferring the control to the servlet page, to this servlet page, and this is now checking, this code is now checking with the database if that credential exists in the database or not, validating it, and then transferring the control to the next page. So this is the next page, it will open it for this, and that next page will be somewhere, yeah, default page. This default page and default menu, it will give all the default the menu for the user whoever logs in. So as you can see here, you can see about us and log out, employee, add new employee, recruitment, time management, payroll, etc. So for this application, I have created two modules like add new employee. So for this add new employee, when you add it, this when you I have created a form to enter the details of the new employee details. These details will be then added into the database, which I have provided in the backend. So at the backend, it will process all the data and it will enter into the database. And I have also added one more module to this application, which is a feature of this, like if your if the today's date matches with your date of birth, then the application will generate a mail and send you a birthday wish on your birthday. So let's try to enter some value. So currently my database has two values, two employees only. As you can see, their date of birth was 11th November. So now let's try to enter a new input in here with today's date of birth. So let's give some name like J. Let's give some designation. Let's give the date of birth on today's date, some values, and let's provide it with the email address. let's keep all the rest of the values as empty for now and click on submit button. So the employee is added now. So the employee is added and we can check it in here if the employee is added or not. So as you can see, the employee has been added, the employee Ajay, with all the values and his email address also. So and now his date of birth matches with today's date. So for in order to this application to send the mail, it it has a background process running in the this application server. For that, I have created one program. This is my greeting class, which implements runnable interface. So it has a run method, local date. Gets the local date from the current date from the system time, and using that date, I have created another function send greetings, and that it is connected to the database, which will get the all the date all the date of birth, who all the employees whoever is having today's date of birth, and each employee will be getting a mail. So for each employee a mail will be sent, and for sending a mail, this is the this is the code for sending a mail, the properties. So I have here used the Gmail server, SMTP server, and these are all the Gmail configurations to be put in Java mail service. So it will authenticate, and after that it will send pre-encoded message with the name of the employee, and it will send the mail to that the address given in the database of that employee. So and this will and this program is run by another program which is scheduling it by a scheduler class, that is this context listener, servlet context listener, which runs in the background for the servlet application server. So it has a object called schedules executor service, which is a scheduler program. So it will schedule at a fixed rate the for the given program. For example, I have given greetings as an object to this scheduler program, which will run for every every day. So every time once. So it will run, and there is no initial delay. So whenever a new day occurs, it will run this scheduler and run this given object, which is a which implements a runnable class. So it will run that run method in the given object and execute the mail. So every day, whoever is having a today's date of birth will be receiving a mail. So as of now, as we have added a new employee, so already a mail has been executed for all the employees whoever had date of birth as of today. So for in order to send the mail for this new employee, we have to rerun the server. So as it is disconnected, now it will start the server. As soon as the server starts, it will send the mail to the user who is having today's date of birth to his email address provided in the database. So as you can see, the mail has been sent here. Now let's try to open the mail and see the mail. So now let's check with the Gmail. So as you can see, new mail has been came here for the given user Ajay. So as you can see, the mail has been sent here successfully, and it is with a message wishing you a wonderful birthday with the name of that employee. So this is what the current module does: to log in, register, enter a new employee, and also send a birthday wish to the employee if it is having today's date of birth. So that's all for today.